Hi guys, thanks for joining me. My name's Gary Herson. Do you like magic tricks? I'm sure you do because most people do, and I love it. I love magic tricks. I know a couple of magic tricks, one of which I'm going to show you. And when I do the tricks, people are left amazed, they're left entertained, and more often than not, people say to me, "But how do you do that?" And I'm going to get to that. But like I said, I'm going to be talking about two different types of magic tricks and a magic that we possess. But the magic tricks, instead of me rambling on, I'm actually going to show you one of the tricks that I have been mentioning. So in my hand, I've got these 3 almond nuts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these almonds disappear. But before I do, I've got to make 2 promises to you. One is that I have no almonds in my mouth, I promise you. And secondly, that this video will be unedited. The whole trick is going to be filmed straightforward, so there's not going to be any edit cuts or anything like that. So to the trick. I have 3 almonds. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat them. I'm going to have to show you that I've eaten them. So there's going to be a bit of sort of chewed nuts on my tongue, which is going to be a little bit disgusting, but just bear with me because it's an amazing trick. Okay. First nut. Okay. The disgusting part. Second nut. Okay. Gets a little bit dry. And the third nut. Okay. I just have to rinse my mouth out because it gets really dry, but there's no almonds in this glass at all. Okay, so now I have to bring the almonds back. I've got nothing in my hands, okay? I'm going to put the almonds into this hand. Okay? Just got to regurgitate them. Now for the last one, was a bit difficult. Okay, so I had 3 nuts. I ate them, I showed you them. I brought them up in my hand. Well, on count of 3, I want you to say abracadabra, abracadabra, and they're all gone. Okay, so I'm sure you left amazed, you left speechless, and I'm sure you're wondering, how did I do it? And without taking any fun out of it, if I wanted to show you how it worked, I could show you. And that is what a magic trick is about. It's just a magician showing us something that entertains us, amazes us, but it's something that we don't know how to do. And now I want to talk about this magic that we possess. Recently, myself and my partner, Ella Marie, bought a house. It's a 1910 house. Ella Marie is an interior designer. And when we were looking at the house, it needed changes. I didn't know what changes they needed, but Ella Marie was walking around the house. I'm in an R-ing, contemplating, had a little notebook. She was taking notes, and we decided to buy the house. I had no input when it came to the renovations that were needed, and I really saw it once or twice before we moved in. But on the day that we moved in, I was amazed. I was left speechless, and I said to her, "How did you do it?" So is Ella Marie a magician? Absolutely, but we all are. Because she created magic with this transformation of the house. And many people would say that she can create a transformation like that because she has the expertise as an interior designer and a project manager. And rightfully so. But she needed to know what she wanted to do. She needed to see the vision or have the vision in her head to be able to create what she wanted to do. And that starts with our imagination. And that is this magic that we have. And we do all possess it. The how can be learned, and I'm going to explain to you how. I speak at schools, I speak at colleges, I speak at business networks. I do a similar talk where I'm talking about our imagination, and I show a magic trick, and then I speak to people about this gift that we possess, which is our imagination. And I'm going to tell you about the how part of it. This book in my hand, The Magic That's Ours, I wrote in the early 2000s. It's an interactive book that introduces children to the concept of their imagination. But this book, and in my talk I explain this book wasn't a book. It was just an idea in my head. It was just a story in my head which I'd imagined, and then I wrote the story down. Somebody saw it and they wanted to publish it. I had a publisher for the book, and then at the 11th hour they went out of business. I had the manuscript, I had the illustrations, but I didn't have the finished article. But I decided that I really wanted this book published. So I learned the world of self-publishing to get this book published. And here it is as a book. And I explained to the audience that this book wasn't a book, it was just an idea in my head. I imagined it. And then I learned the how part of it, so that I could create this magic so that it would become a reality. And that is pure magic. That is real magic. We all have this imagination. We don't always sometimes know the how, but the combination of the imagination and learning how to create results in us creating magic. So how do we develop our magic or our imagination? One is we can read more, because when we read a word, we actually visualize it, or we visualize a character. We get to understand a character using our imagination. We can do light exercise. If we're running around doing a nice brisk walk, it does stimulate our imagination to flow more. We can do meditation or mindfulness, where we actually just quieten ourselves down, limit ourselves from our distractions so that our imagination gets to flow. And then lastly, there's a technique called what I like to call free flow writing, where we just take a couple of A4 pieces of paper and you just start to write as quickly as possible without any interruptions, and you just continuously write. And even when you get to a point where you're saying to yourself, I don't know what to write, you just write, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to write, I'm not feeling great, I am feeling great, the weather's amazing, I look good today. And then all of a sudden you'll see that you get into this free-flowing form of writing which taps into our imagination. If you're working on a creative project or you have a problem to solve, and you do this technique, the imagination will also start to throw answers at you of how to create this project. The importance of all of this is that our imagination is the gift that each and every one of us possess. We use it to be creative, we use it to solve problems, we use it to plot and plan. Albert Einstein said that it's more important than knowledge, because it is the thing where all our dreams and creative ideas flow from. So it really is crucial, and we get to use it whenever and however we want to. So that's my little talk. I hope you enjoyed the magic trick. I hope you understand my passion for our imagination, because it is this thing that we use and that can sort of take our lives to the next level. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.